Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is some exciting news, all you Docking fan players. So, guess what? We have the information and some leaks for the worldwide download celebration for 2023, and it's none other than the Future Saga. So, I've been having a look around for people who have been doing some great leaks and great tweets. So, this is the magazine that the company publishes, right? So, down here we have we have stuff for us, which so this is it. This is for us for Docking Battle. So it looks like we're going to have Future Saga. Specifically, it's going to be evolved around Trunks. It looks like both the Cell Saga kind of deal with the Future Saga with him, and then down here we also have more, and this is going to be the Dragon Ball Super side. That's going to be sick. It's going to be absolutely huge, huge potential for Easy A's. Firstly, we're all thinking, well, if it's Dragon Ball Super, we gotta have a Zamasu and a Black, and then there's tons of Easy A's on here, right? And then if it's like 17 and 18, they could bring out a whole bunch of units, whole bunch of Easy A's to make a lot of people relevant. And it's going to look really good. I mean, we check out like the Trunkses because it's going to heavily feature a Trunks. There'll be no doubt that there will be like a part two counterpart. It could be like last year where there were two double banners, right? You had a super and an extreme going on the same time. You think about Trunkses, it's a little bit of a bit weird how we can fit this in. So, are they on Easy A this unit? Well, no. I mean, this unit is in some of the pictures. In fact, here is some of the assets that have come in. So, yeah, this LR's here, this LR here, and this LR here. But guess what? All of these already had Easy A's. Now, we have got this particular Vegeta. This is the Int Vegeta, and he is guaranteed crits against androids, so that could be pretty interesting. This one's pretty interesting. So you got like Launch and Oceanus. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. But yeah, so I mean, we have Easy A's for Oceanus and Launch. But again, I think we're slightly ahead. It looks like there's a new support memory going in. New wallpapers going in, countdowns. This, by the way, is already like on JP kind of side, which is a bit weird. And then you got the Memorial Stones. We'll have to touch on that onto a different video. Basically, you get memorial stones. You get like one for every stone that you've ever used. So it calculates from like a certain time point, from like August to July or something like that. So anything you've ever had in that time, it's going to be there. So there's a whole bunch going into this. So yeah, so with the fact that it's coming into like Future Saga and Trunks, what can they do? Because I mean, like we're looking at so let's have a look from the top. Like these guys, they've already Easy A to be brilliant for this celebration, but they've already had it. Like this guy's had one, this guy's had one. They could give it this guy. Imagine if Entrusted Will Trunks had his Easy A, dude, that'd be broken. But that might be a bit far fetched. I mean, we're talking like this guy could get one, but he's more from Extreme Super Battle Roads. It's not likely they're going to do these guys. So it remains to be seen what kind of ones you can get. And then, of course, there's also Mize, because like the only usable Mai that's not been done is Int Mai. AGL Mai has been done, but Int Mai hasn't. So that could be interesting. Now we're talking like if we're talking DB Saga, sorry, no, DB Super. I mean, we got to talk about Black. I mean, just no doubt that one of them has got to be Black, Rose, or Samasu of some kind. And what are we thinking? I think everyone's thinking the same thing. We're thinking this guy's going to get his Easy A. What are the chances? I'd like to say there's a fair chance. I mean, if they do like a part two, so like part one could be probably Cell Saga. And then you're probably going to have part two will be Super. And if it's going to be part two for Super, this guy's going to be headlining a lot. And do you know who else who could actually legitimately get an Easy A, who's not particularly far from? We could be talking about this LR. LR Int Rose. He could have his Easy A. We're talking about Physical Black has had one, so I don't think he would get one. He's World Tournament, and we're talking he's just had one in Fusion Zamasu. Yeah, no, he's just had one. But like AGL Black, maybe not. But you know who else could possibly be working out? We got AGL Zamasu. Like, this guy has such potential. He reduces damage, right? He has incredible attack. He has that great transformation. He could be sick. But yeah, alongside Imp Black, dude, we could be seeing some really nasty people in this. No doubt there's probably going to be a new Rose or a Zamasu. I presume it would be like a Black. Could be like another transforming Black. That would be good. Like, all the rest have already easy aid. Like, even this guy's got his sub easy aid with the STR counterpart. Like, this guy, I mean, he's ass by now, like same as this guy. But again, they have them. Like, this Mai has not had the easy aid. That's what we were saying. Like, could transform in Trunks. Right, he's Future Saga, but also like super class. Like, he could have his easy A. Could be a heavy focus for part 2 between them two. See, like Physical Blacks had his. So there's a lot of potential here, and I think like this guy here, he hasn't had an awakening, so like he could potentially have his awakening. But dude, we're looking at possibly LR Black Easy A, we're looking at Ink Goku Black Easy A, AGL Zamasu. It's gonna be fire. Now we say, so we definitely know it's going to be Trunks. So you can bet, of course, there will be it's like if it's like last year's we had a double, so like the first and second part, the double one, so you had like 2 celebrations. I think the year before it was 1 celebration, right? You had 1 and then the part 2 was another 1, right? So you had the extreme plus you had the super. Last year you had 2, like you had Goku and Final Form Cooler, and then you had these 2 and then Metal Cooler, right? So if it's anything like it, could be the same. You could have Trunks and 17 and 18, and then you could have Trunks along, and then you could have Rose. Either one's going to be lit, right? It's going to be absolutely insane. There's going to be huge amounts to do. There's going to be huge amounts of summons, so people are going to get bankrupt, no doubt. So, I mean, like, what could we expect from this? So let's have a look at like part 1. Because, like, what can we have in this? So, like, it's going to be huge, right? So you go for like login bonus. You have like that the exciting camping trip could come back around. Could be something entirely different. Who knows? So you got your new units. They'll probably have their own new leader skills with something else to come alongside it with it as well. Yeah, you'll probably have a red coin banner and probably a teal banner. So just be wary of that one. And of course, you got the new events. This could be interesting, right? The 50 summoning ticket special, yes. And then, of course, you have co-op campaigns, stone sales, every docking event is out. Yeah, you got the special summon, right? So that could be pretty good. Again, because like it's basically like the anniversary one where you spend X amount of stones and you're guaranteed to get an LR, and then there's a ticket version. And then there's the Memorial Dragonstone, which you can use to recruit several units. We've got like the GT Heroes in here, and you got Super Vegeta. So we can touch upon what the Memorial Dragonstone does. But yeah, basically only Wales can really have access to this. Because I think for like the past 3 times this has happened, anyone who's been free to play, they've never ever been able to use these, and they don't stack. So yeah, that's going to be something. These Dragonstones and Godstones, we'll touch onto them to another video. Yeah, so you'll have the new story events related, and each one of them in the future had inbound DZAs. Ooh, new boss rush. That could be nice. That's like an easy 35 stones for us. So yeah, we go down to what were the easy A's. See, look what we're talking. We're talking like lit 5. We're talking LR easy A. We're talking major fire easy A. Well, we're talking like another sub easy A that wasn't rubbish. I mean, who could you have in this? Like, what could you use as a Trunks? I mean, are you going to choose like transforming Trunks? Are you going to choose like some more recent one? This could be, and then like if you're going to do an LR, what possibly could you do? The cells have already been done. Dude, this is going to be absolutely insane. But yeah, could be. It's so difficult to know what we're going to be doing. And then like part 2. If you've seen what can you get in part 2, you got the same sort of deal, but like you got like Metal Coolers Easy A. That was pretty cool as well. Easy A Aries free to play. And then you got Infinite History. I think we'll also just touch up real quick what part 3 did, because part 3, I think you also had. Oh yeah, dude. dude. STR Cooler, right? Talk about a lit easy A. Like he's got to be Goku Black. He's in Goku Black, and then you got like LR in Goku Black in there, right? It's got to be. But like one thing I will touch on is probably this: the stones. So like the countdown, you get 45 stones, and this looks like the little bonus things that you get from logging in. That's totally irrelevant. It looks like you get 45 just for the next coming weeks. Part one, you seem to get to the tune of 400. We'll lowball it, so you're going to get like somewhat comparable to 400. So you put that in, you're on like 450. So part two, what, 340? So let's lowball it and say 300. So you're looking at 750 altogether. And then on end of part three, looks like we got just under 300. So let's lowball it and say 250. So we're already looking at 1,000. So we're looking at like at least 1,000 stones would be a really good summon, right? 1,000 stones with LR Easy A's. I mean, dude, look at the potential of what they're going to be, plus the new ones. But honestly, there isn't. I mean, like, could you choose Future Gohan? Could this guy have his Easy A? Because God knows he would be useful with it. Because like the other unit who's much older, is he much older? Let's go to, is it this one? Yeah. This guy's had his Easy A. Like him, he's pretty good. I think he's on number one. Yeah, here. So like he's an older unit, but he had his Easy A and he's pretty solid. Could like in future chunks have it? Could this be the LR Easy A? Because like look at the LRs. Who are you going to Easy A? It's pretty meant. It's going to be black. Oh, we all hope it's black, but we know this guy's going to have it, right? God for it. Do you know the community should be right to be up in arms if this guy doesn't have it? I mean, imagine like he stacks defense. He greatly stacks defense, by the way. That's a 50% raise every time. You greatly stack, even if it's something, even if it's not just attack, you give him start of turn stats, right? And when he transforms, doesn't he have like 3 key 50% to crit automatically? Yeah, he has 50% chance to crit. He is fantastic key. He could also give attack and defense, right? He's going to go to a full on 170%. He's going to greatly raise defense and probably even attack. I mean, the dude's going to be absolute fire, right? So it's going to be huge. But again, like just the sheer potential, so it's unknown. All we know is part one is going to be Cell Saga ish, like kind of like Future Gohan kind of deal, and then part two would be DB. So DB Super. So what do we look? So I mean, it's going to be tricky to know. So yeah, it's heavily done on Trunks. This looks like the new Shining one, right? Area 32, new area opens up. Yeah, so this could be the new SSR, right? It's probably going to be an LR. We have an Awakening, so again, this is probably going to be the new Trunks. Looks like possibly a new support, I don't know, actually. Hard to know. Looks like we're going to get a new item, which you can trade in for some more stones. So yeah, okay, that's this guy. This guy, doesn't he not have an Awakening? So it's curious about him. So yeah, so like we're gonna have a bunch of new. This is gonna be the new SSR art, no doubt. So we're working something on this, but it's this bit. Like, what are we going to get? Black. So when we talk about like the Black Saga, what are we kind of talking about? Because I mean, yeah, you got Vegito Blue. These have just had the easy A's. Yes, you got Fusion Zamasu. These guys. I mean, the top row is pretty stacked, right? But then it kind of drops off. Like, yeah, these guys are probably still one of the best units in the game. He's pretty solid. Like the Samasus are not that great. This guy, I mean, he wasn't great when he came out. I mean, he hits hard, but that's about it. These have uses. They're great for utility. This guy is not that great. Mai is useful in certain situations. I mean, it's dropped off a bit. The only problem as well is this is not a great Goku Black. This is a tournament Goku Black. The Int Goku Black as it stands is terrible. In fact, the only good Goku Black doesn't exist. There's a decent Rose, and that's about it. I mean, oh yeah, this one as well. This is brilliant. Right, they guard, they can build up defense for several turns. Yeah, I mean, sure. So I mean, yeah. So wow, a handful of units in the black saga from the villains. I like if look at Zamasu as well. The two recent sub EZAs, nothing. Like this guy's nothing. Who we left with? This guy who is arguably what the worst. So again, like we click on Zamasu, like what's his potential? Realm of Gods 170 across the board, extreme class like 130. He has damage reduction. He could probably build on damage reduction for additional. So again, could be huge. So I'll leave it at that. We have the leaks, we have the information. So it's yet to specify precisely what we got. But as I say, we can touch in for a lot of this. Yes, so there'll be some good stone summons, but again, you'll be looking at around about 1,000 stones, which is really nice on this, right? So everyone shouldn't really be suffering too much. There'll be tickets. Global gets tickets, you know. Oh, and then of course you get rank up. Yeah, so like you get tickets from the first place. Tons of thanks. Just all that kind of stuff. So I mean, there will be huge amounts. Yeah. So like the what was it? Was it this one? This one. So I probably would recommend doing this. I wonder if it. No, that's just the image. I probably would recommend doing that for the this one because you get an LR. Now you can use stones, 200 dragon stones, or it'll take you X amount of tickets. Can't remember how many tickets, but it's like 50 something. 200 dragon stones plus a ticketed version, right? Yeah, those are the featured, so they might be slightly updated, but like not so much an issue. But you're guaranteed an LR. Like, yeah, okay, so I think it might be pretty recent. I'm just trying to think from last year. Obviously, you don't have like the anniversary LRs in there, no. Do you know who could be on here? Could Orange Piccolo and could Enraged Gohan be on here? That could be pretty sick. Um, who else would you have? Like any like Golden Freezer, Fusion Zamasu, they're probably going to be on this. You probably won't find last year's units on this, and you probably won't find the anniversary units on this because the anniversary units aren't on this one. Period from anyone. But hey, look, you got like this LR who could legitimately have his EZA, and to the hell what happens with the rest. So I recommend it's also possibly doing one of these, right? This is a chance to get a guaranteed LR. Like you think like this guy's just had his EZA, the pre-stacked. These have just literally had their EZA, right? So like a lot of these are looking pretty great. So a lot of these are for the future. So yeah, so it's going to be absolutely huge. So yes, that's going to be it for this video. We now have leaks and we have reveals. It is confirmed. So yeah, so mega hype to look forward to. Again, we're talking like Trunks, transforming tech Trunks with AGL Samasu in black, the LR version. Dude, it's going to be fire. Right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And if you liked it, fantastic. And if you didn't, well, that sucks to be you. But thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and bye-bye.